Wow. You know, sometimes it seems things go by too quickly. We're so busy watching out for what's just ahead of us that we don't take time to enjoy where we are. Days go by and we hardly notice them. Life becomes a blur. Calvin, of Bill Watterson's geniusly written comic strip, spoke these words atop one of many a slippery slope with his tiger pal. Few words, I found, could be more fitting. And so, my fellow classmates, it's finally here. For the past 12 years, our lives have been largely repetitious. We rise early in the morning, month after month, week after week, day after day, to attend a box-like cavern devoid of windows where information is thrown at us and we absorb it like obedient sponges. B.F. Skinner would be proud. Now, don't get me wrong, Edina. I love you very much. The teachers are top-notch, the counselors fantastic, the students brilliant, and the friendships and memories will last a lifetime. What I am here today to explicate, to tell you from what little experience I may have, is that all of this, assuming we graduate, is about to change. We are about to embark on a grand adventure. What lies ahead is both unknown and exciting. Let us be optimistic. So in the words of Hobbes, the furry imaginary companion of Calvin, who spoke the final words of the last strip in the series, let's go exploring. Oh, but I'm not finished yet. In my typical style, I have found that stories are the best means to get across important points. Tonight, I have 3 for you. Dare to be bold. I was angry at Peter Hodney, principal of Highlands Elementary School, for closing the sledding hill after several sledders broke their limbs at its bottom. After many an unsuccessful meeting, I decided a petition signed by the students of the playground would be the most effective means to get my point across. Over the course of about a week, I abandoned plans for playing and set about with a clipboard, paper, and pens to re-establish sledding on our hill at recess. By the end, I had received over 200 signatures. Proudly, I marched across the playground, followed by many of my classmates to present the petition to my principal. Sadly, my week of hard work did not bring about the change I had hoped for. I was benched. Forced to sit on a hard wooden bench during recess, I watched as my friends played tag, swung on the swings, or partook in a game of dodgeball, while being closely guarded by a duty, one of the playground police officers. I share this story with you to illustrate a point. Nothing will ever change unless someone speaks up. Dare to be bold. The next story I'll tell you is especially applicable to the men in the audience, but hopefully everyone will get something out of it. Dare to ask questions. I attended in kindergarten in what was formerly known as the Kindergarten Center, next to Southview Middle School. Our classroom did not have a bathroom of its own, so we were asked to share with the adjoining room. For the entire year, little white footsteps were taped to the floor, leading from my classroom to the toilets next door. Now, believe it or not, I used to be a fairly shy lad. Never once during the year did I need to use that bathroom, largely because I was never once brave enough to interrupt the neighboring class to use it. Then, the unthinkable happened. When I came to school on our last day, we were having a party. Juice boxes, powdered donut holes, fruits and snacks were served to everyone. I probably consumed 6 or 7 of these juice boxes during the party. At the time, I thought nothing of it. That is, until my bladder came to call. I looked on the floor. The footsteps were gone. As we formed a semicircle to discuss our favorite memories, I jostled back and forth, unable to sit still. Perhaps it was because I was shy. Perhaps I felt embarrassed to ask such an obvious question. Where had the footprints gone? Whatever the reason, I bit my lip, trying to wait until I got home. That cruel red second hand seemed to spin on the clock in eternity. Then, the dam broke. Slowly, my legs got warmer as I sat in a pool of my own utter embarrassment. The boy sitting next to me turned and asked what the dark spot slowly forming beneath me was. I replied, "I'm sweating." Since that day, I have always taken heed to ask questions. I learned the hard way the saying, "Speak now or forever hold your peace." Finally, class of 2005, dare to have fun. Many of you probably know about my home on Halloween night. It's decorated with tombstones, coffins, ghouls, and goblins. I once saw a similar house when I was young, a young trick-or-treater, in fact, and I was frightened and amazed by the spectacle. While others abandoned the holiday fun in their early teen years, I continue to dress up in full costume and bring fright to the Halloween night. What makes me continue are the stories I hear little kids telling as they walk away from my home. "I can't wait until next year," they all exclaim. And as much fun as they're having, I'm sure I'm having an even better time. Woody Allen once said, "It is clear the future holds great opportunities. It also holds pitfalls. The trick will be to avoid the pitfalls, seize the opportunities, and get back home by 6 o'clock." We all have the potential to do great things. What we must always remember is that change is not always bad. Though it may take courage and steadfast determination to face these challenges, it is above all else necessary and well worth it. So if you are willing and so trusting, I would ask that my fellow classmates please rise with me for one final oath. And have no fear, parents, grandparents, and relatives. This message has been pre-approved by Miss Mary Manderfeld. So please rise, senior class. And repeat after me. And in this first line, you'll need to insert your name and not mine, so you're not saying I meant. You'll get the picture. I, Matthew Ecklund. You guys are good. A member of the 2005 graduating class of Edina High School. Do solemnly swear to remain foxy, intelligent, fit, and funny throughout my life. To remain honest when necessary, and upbeat always. To appreciate the arts, athletics, and each other. To recycle. To let my hair grow like an unstoppable field of dandelions for a while. And to dare to be bold, to ask questions, and to have fun. Please be seated. Edina High School, hats off to you. Thanks for the good times.